Life becomes lighter when we learn one simple truth. The fewer expectations you have from others, the stronger and freer you become. Napoleon Hill taught us that our destiny is not in someone else's hands, it's in our own. The world does not owe us anything. No person, no friend, no family member is responsible for making our dreams come true. That job belongs to us and us alone. When you expect others to push you, motivate you, or hand you opportunities, you give away your power. And when they don't deliver, disappointment turns into bitterness. But when you choose to rely on yourself, your vision, your discipline, your persistence, you create a life that cannot be taken from you. Every success story in history has one thing in common: self-reliance, people who refuse to wait for help, people who kept moving when no one clapped, when no one believed, when no one even noticed. They built their own ladder instead of waiting for someone to lower one down. Never expect anything from anyone, but always expect everything from yourself. Expect yourself to show up every day, even when it's hard. Expect yourself to put in the work when no one is watching. Expect yourself to learn, adapt, and rise again after every fall. When you stop waiting for others to make it happen, something magical happens. You find out just how much power you truly have. You become unstoppable because you are no longer at the mercy of someone else's approval, attention, or assistance. Napoleon Hill once said, "If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Start where you are. Use what you have. Trust yourself more than anyone else. In time, the results will speak louder than any promise someone could have made to you. So walk your path with confidence. Build your dreams with your own hands. And when you reach the top, you'll know every brick, every stone, every victory is yours because you earned it without expecting it from anyone. If you'd like, I can also give you 4 key points from this speech for easy reference. Would you like me to do that? Certainly. Self-reliance is the foundation of success. Your progress depends on your own actions, not on the support or approval of others. Expect everything from yourself. Hold yourself accountable to work hard, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward no matter what. Stop giving away your power relying on others for motivation or opportunity. Put your future in their hands. Persistence in silence, keep building and moving forward, even when no one is watching or cheering. Earn every victory yourself. The most rewarding achievements are those you create with your own hands and effort. Here's your 500-word expansion of self-reliance is the foundation of success without any headings. Self-reliance is more than just a good habit. It is the very foundation of lasting success. The moment you decide to depend primarily on yourself, you take control of your destiny. You are no longer at the mercy of other people's moods, opinions, or willingness to help. Instead, you become the driving force behind every step you take and every goal you accomplish. Napoleon Hill emphasized that every achievement starts in the mind of the individual who is willing to take full responsibility for their life. When you rely on yourself, you stop waiting for perfect circumstances, external motivation, or a helping hand that may never come. You learn to start where you are with what you have and with the knowledge that progress is in your hands. This mindset eliminates excuses because you understand that no one else will put in the work for you. It shifts your thinking from a someone should help me to I will help myself. Self-reliance also builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and depending too heavily on others means that when they fall short, you fall with them. But when you take ownership of your path, setbacks become challenges you are ready to face. You no longer see failure as a reason to give up. You see it as an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. This is how leaders are made, not by waiting for the right people to carry them forward, but by learning to carry themselves forward, no matter the weight. One of the greatest gifts of self-reliance is confidence. Without leaning on someone else, you strengthen your belief in your own ability. This confidence is like compound interest. It grows with every effort you make. You begin to trust yourself in the face of uncertainty because you have proven time and again that you can find a way through. Self-reliance does not mean rejecting help. when it is genuinely offered. It means not being dependent on it to survive or succeed. Accepting help should be a choice, not a necessity. Your progress should not stop because someone didn't show up for you. You must always be ready to stand on your own, even if the entire world walks away. Napoleon Hill often spoke about definiteness of purpose, knowing exactly what you want and refusing to let go of that vision. Self-reliance is the engine that drives that purpose forward. Without it, your dreams remain vulnerable to the whims of others. With it, your dreams become unstoppable because they are powered from within. The truth is, no one will ever care about your success as much as you do. Others may cheer for you, but you are the one who must take the steps. The road to success may be lonely at times, but the reward is unmatched. A life built by your own hands, guided by your own mind, and fueled by your own determination. That is the kind of success no one can ever take away from you. Expecting everything from yourself is a powerful mindset shift that separates the achievers from the dreamers. When you hold yourself accountable for every step of your journey, you stop waiting for someone else to bring you opportunities, motivation, or approval. You accept that your progress depends entirely on your willingness to act, your ability to learn, and your commitment to keep going even when no one is watching. When you expect everything from yourself, you no longer make excuses. You stop blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck for where you are. Instead, you focus on what you can do today to move closer to your goal. You understand that the world rewards results, and results only come from effort, discipline, and persistence. This mindset eliminates the habit of waiting for the right time, the right connection, or the right opportunity, because you create those things yourself. Relying on your own commitment builds inner strength. Every time you push yourself to take action, even when you feel tired or uninspired, you prove to yourself that you have what it takes. You learn to depend on your habits instead of your moods, on your discipline instead of your feelings. This is how champions are made, not by bursts of motivation, but by the quiet consistency of doing the work day after day. Another benefit of expecting everything from yourself is freedom. When your progress is not tied to whether or not someone else helps you, you move at your own pace. You are not slowed down by other people's doubts, distractions, or delays. You set your own standard of excellence and hold yourself to it, knowing that the results you create will be a direct reflection of the effort you invest. This mindset also breeds self-respect. There is a deep sense of pride in knowing that you built your life with your own two hands, that you didn't wait for someone else to save you or open the door for you. That pride becomes fuel driving you to aim higher and achieve more. You realize that if you can carry yourself through the hardest days without quitting, there is nothing you cannot overcome. Expecting everything from yourself doesn't mean you never accept help. It means you never rely on it as the foundation of your progress. Help becomes a bonus, not a requirement. You stay ready to keep going no matter who is or isn't in your corner. Napoleon Hill believed that every person has untapped potential waiting to be unlocked, but only those who take full responsibility for their lives will ever discover it. When you demand excellence from yourself, you unlock strength you didn't know you had, and you create a life that reflects your highest standards. In the end, expecting everything from yourself is the surest way to guarantee that you will always find a way forward, no matter what. Stopping the habit of giving away your power is one of the most important steps toward living a life of independence, confidence, and success. Giving away your power happens when you allow other people's actions, opinions, or approval to determine how you feel, what you do, or how far you go. It is when you put your happiness, motivation, or self-worth in someone else's hands. Napoleon Hill taught that the greatest power you have is control over your own mind. And the moment you give that control away, you weaken your ability to succeed. Every time you wait for someone to motivate you, you're giving away your power. Every time you change your dreams because someone doubts you, you are giving away your power. Every time you let an insult or criticism define your worth, you are giving away your power. Success requires that you take full ownership of your emotions, your actions, and your vision. no matter what anyone else says or does. Keeping your power means deciding for yourself how you will react in any situation. Life will test you with negativity, with rejection, with people who underestimate you. But if you allow those things to slow you down, you've handed over the driver's seat of your life. When you hold on to your power, you decide your own pace, your own direction, and your own outcome. It also means being careful with where you place your trust. If your self belief rises and falls based on how much praise or validation you receive, you are building your confidence on unstable ground. True strength comes from knowing your value even when no one notices, even when no one applauds. That way, whether people support you or not, you keep moving forward. Another way we give away our power is through blame. When you point fingers at others for your failures or frustrations, you place your destiny in their hands. If they are responsible, they also control the solution. And that means you're stuck waiting for them to fix your life. Taking responsibility for everything within your control is the quickest way to reclaim your power. Napoleon Hill believed that successful people master their minds before they master anything else. Protecting your power is about guarding your thoughts because your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your reality. You decide what thoughts you will feed and which ones you will starve. No one else has the right to think for you unless you let them. When you stop giving away your power, you stand taller, think clearer, and act with greater confidence. You no longer depend on someone else to give you permission to live your life. You become the leader of your own journey. And when you reach your goals, you'll know it wasn't luck, chance, or the mercy of others. It was your decision to hold on to your power and use it fully. That decision is what will make you unstoppable. Persistence in silence is one of the most underrated strengths a person can develop. It means having the discipline to keep working toward your goals without constantly seeking recognition, validation, or applause. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the effort, and making progress even when no one is watching. Napoleon Hill believed that real power is often built quietly, away from the noise, so that when the results appear, they speak louder than any words could. When you practice persistence in silence, you remove the distractions of proving yourself to others. Wazoo. You're not working to impress someone today. You're working to change your life in the long run. This gives you focus and clarity because you're not wasting energy explaining your dreams to people who may not understand them. You save your energy for the work itself, not for defending or justifying it. Silence also protects your momentum. The more you talk about your plans before they are complete, the more you risk diluting your motivation. Sometimes sharing too much invites unnecessary opinions, doubts, or criticism that can shake your confidence. By keeping your head down and your efforts private, you shield yourself from the noise and stay in control of your vision. Persistence in silence teaches patience. Patience. Great achievements take time, and that time often feels long and lonely. But in that quiet space, you learn to trust the process. You start to understand that small daily actions compound into massive results. You don't need to broadcast every step because you know each step is moving you closer to where you want to be. Another benefit is the element of surprise. When you work silently, people only see the finished product, not the struggle, the mistakes, or the setbacks. This not only makes your achievements more impactful, but also keeps others from interfering with your process. The world is full of distractions and opinions. Silence becomes your shield against them. Napoleon Hill emphasized that persistence is the key to turning any dream into reality. Many people give up not because they lack talent, but because they can't endure the quiet, unglamorous grind. They expect quick results, and when those don't appear, they stop. But those who keep going, who persist silently through the days of no recognition, are the ones who eventually stand on top. Working in silence also builds inner confidence. You're not relying on someone's praise to keep you moving. You're relying on your own commitment. Every small win becomes a private victory that fuels you from the inside. This self-generated motivation is far more powerful than anything external. In the end, persistence in silence creates a life that speaks for itself. You don't have to convince anyone of your worth or your vision. Your results will do that for you. And when the world finally notices, they won't see just your success. They'll see the years of quiet persistence that made it possible. That is the kind of victory no one can take away from you. Earning every victory yourself is about taking full responsibility for the work, the struggle, and the rewards that come with success. It means refusing to rely on shortcuts, handouts, or the credit of others. When you win through your own effort, the victory carries a weight and satisfaction that no borrowed achievement can match. Napoleon Hill often emphasized that true success must be built, not gifted, because only what you build yourself can never be taken away. When you earn your victories, you gain more than just the achievement. You gain the character, discipline, and resilience that come from the process. Every step you take, every obstacle you overcome, shapes you into a stronger version of yourself. The value is not only in reaching the goal, but in the person you become when pursuing it. This is why shortcuts often lead to shallow wins. They might give you the result, but they rob you of the growth. Working for your own victories teaches you the importance of commitment and depth. When you know that no one else is going to carry you to the finish line, you dig deeper, you work harder, you find solutions instead of excuses. This self driven approach ensures that you not only reach your goals, but also develop the skill and mindset to maintain them. Success achieved without effort often slips away just as easily. Earning your victories also gives you ownership. No one can say they made you. No one can take credit for your journey, and no one can hold your success over your head. You stand tall knowing that your life is the result of your own hands, your own mind, and your own choices. This ownership brings a level of pride and freedom that cannot be bought. There is also a deep sense of gratitude in victories you've earned. You appreciate the reward more because you know exactly what it cost you, the late nights, the sacrifices, the failures you had to overcome. This gratitude keeps you humble and grounded, and it fuels your desire to keep achieving. Napoleon Hill believed that anything worth having requires effort and persistence. The process of earning your victories forces you to develop those qualities. It teaches you patience when progress is slow and courage when challenges appear. Over time, you learn to trust yourself because you've proven that you can create results through your own determination. When you earn every victory yourself, you also inspire others. Your story becomes proof that success is possible without shortcuts or special favors. People see your dedication, and it challenges them to raise their own standards. In this way, your victories have a ripple effect far beyond your own life. In the end, the greatest reward of earning your victories is the confidence that comes with knowing you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. No one can take that away from you. The path may be harder, but the reward will always be sweeter because it is fully, undeniably yours.